Welcome back. Our Sleep Week continues now with our registered dietitian, Lisa Gretzalonic.
And today we're talking about foods that can help you or hinder you when it comes to getting some sleep. Hello.
Hello, ladies.
So it really does matter what you're putting in your body.
Absolutely. We know now, all the health experts agree, sleep is the secret sauce, right? For health, wellness, emotional status. Sleep is very important, but the good news is we can do certain things in our food plan to help us promote sleep. And one of the first things we want to look at are magnesium-rich foods. And so magnesium is a mineral that promotes relaxation. It can be helpful for sleep. And about 80% of Americans are deficient in magnesium. Why? We don't have good food sources of it, so we're going to talk about the way we can get in our diet. But also we can deplete it from medications we take, and we don't absorb it very well. So magnesium is found in many foods. Any of your dark leafy greens have magnesium, so things like spinach and kale. Almonds, and one thing I want to mention with the almonds is maybe even getting like slivered almonds might be an option. You could toss it on a salad or some food you're making. Sesame seeds, pumpkin seeds, avocados, black beans, all great sources of magnesium. So they help to relax you. It can be promotional for sleep.
This is not necessarily food that we need to stay away from during the day, though, is it?
Not necessarily. It's more about, so the magnesium, if you're deficient in magnesium, you're more inclined to have insomnia. There's been some links. So if we get magnesium in, it could help with that. Tryptophan, we've all heard about tryptophan related to turkey, right? Where is tryptophan? Tryptophan is of course in turkey, but it's in eggs, milk, and also pumpkin seeds. Now tryptophan, what happens with that is it turns into serotonin, which is a substance we need to help us sleep. So if we, again, if we're just getting enough of this in our diet, doesn't mean that we're gonna, fall asleep when we have eggs, but these are foods that can help support sleep. And if you're looking for a good bedtime snack, this is also a good bedtime snack. Having this about an hour before bed, maybe a hard-boiled egg, a little bit of turkey, or a glass of milk before bed. An hour later, that tryptophan is converting to serotonin and melatonin, which helps you sleep.
Right. Very good.
Then we have another category of food here that we're looking for, and we want our B6 foods. So what is B6? It's a vitamin that we need to produce melatonin, which is a hormone that is triggered by darkness. So you always hear about people rushing and taking melatonin.
Yeah, I see that a lot.
I take melatonin.
So B6 is kind of that precursor to have the melatonin. So where do we get it from? We get a whole host of foods again. We have chicken, turkey, bananas, tuna is a good source, salmon's a good source, and chickpeas or garbanzo beans are great sources of B6 that are that precursor to making the melatonin. Then another interesting thing here that we could use as a sleep aid is perhaps cherries or tart cherry juice. So having a handful of cherries before you go to bed can be helpful. Why? Because it's one of the only food sources of melatonin. And there's been some interesting research related to those who are drinking tart cherry juice. Folks who have insomnia, when they have a cup of tart cherry juice twice a day, they have less severity in their sleep disorders.
That's interesting, isn't it? I never heard that.
So it's a natural source of the melatonin.
Natural source.
And now what do we want to avoid? What hinders our sleep?
All the good
what
stuff.
steals our sleep? So we're obviously aware of things with caffeine, so don't forget about the energy drinks, don't forget about tea, and of course soda. Our beloved coffee has caffeine, but one thing that people miss out on is chocolate. So dark chocolate in particular, per ounce, dark chocolate has about as much caffeine as an ounce of liquid coffee. So if you're noshing on chocolate in the evening, it may be keeping you up depending on how caffeine sensitive you are.
Now, do I see alcohol there?
And alcohol and butter can, and I shouldn't really put out butter, but fats. Fats. The point there is fat. So high fat foods before you eat, before you go to bed. If you have a really fatty, late dinner, that high fat content, it disrupts digestion and you might not sleep as well because your body's focusing on digestion. And alcohol disrupts your sleep pattern. So those things before bed.
You quickly think that if, like a lot of people have a late night cocktail to help them relax and make them sleep, but you don't.
But you're finding you don't get into as deep of a sleep or stay asleep as long. So it can disrupt that sleep pattern. Unless you really got a lot of drink.
Sleeping are different
That's
things.
not restorative sleep.
Yes.
Even I know that. All right.
Well, it's good that you do, Nicole. All right. Say hello to the dark cherry juice. I like that.
Dark cherry juice.
Lisa, always great information. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. My pleasure.